back, man.
Hey.
Episode 25, Ign'ant Sports, and the numbers. It seems like the weeks go slow, but the numbers are going quick. It seems like there's a long time between episodes, and it's like, man, 24, 23, 25, crazy.
Man, yeah, shout out to number 25, right above your head. I'm no Boston Celtics fan, so, if you're Boston fan. Yeah.
But, yeah, that's funny, 25. That's a good lead-in for what I wanted to mention, because we ended last week with our giveaway free roll contest type deal.
Yeah.
So I figured we'd lead into that this time too. We were doing all of our picks. If you guys didn't see it last time, we're doing a $5 free roll. So come into our Discord and we do our picks at the end of the episode. I'll put them in chapters, so you can just skip if you don't want to see our review for the games, just skip to the picks that we do. You have to at least watch that and see what we pick. And then, if you like one of our picks, or if you don't like one of our picks, bet against it. And if you beat us, well, beat me or any of I'll sponsor some of T-Mac's picks if he makes some good ones. Last week he made a couple good ones. I was like, let me sponsor those. Lo and behold, they might have been good picks, might have not been. No spoiler alert. But yeah, try to win. We're going to do one $5 winner. So whoever puts in the pick first, and wins first, we'll go to that. If you, put your pick in and you lose, we'll go to the next person. So $5, beat one of my picks. I'm going to only have 3 this week, but we're going to try and get some people in the Discord. So get in there, put your picks in, and just let us know what you think about the postseason.
Yeah, and then description, the link will be in the description, as always. So that's where you can find it.
Exactly. So let's, you want to lead in with this? Because we don't really got too much, what's the day for the NFL? We got like one more week for the draft, right? I think this time next week they'll be doing the draft?
Yeah,
cool.
Something like that.
Sweet, yeah. I feel like it was like the 30th or something last time we looked it up.
Yeah, I believe so. So it's definitely getting there. It's like I've seen quick setting of some videos about Rams off season already training like at the facility, it's just like we're going for repeat, baby, back to back, let's go.
Hey man, I hear Cleveland's training too, so who knows? Yeah, people are hyping up Cleveland, and I'm like, I don't know, man. People always hype up Cleveland. They get a good roster, and it's like everyone gets those orange Midwest teams. They don't really seem, they get good rosters. This is the first time the Bengals did it. This is the first time, and they've had a good roster for 15 years.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't put too much faith in Cleveland.
Nope.
I heard something about Baker maybe going to Steelers, and I was like, oh, what a terrible time when your option is Baker, from Big Ben to Baker. All right. So speaking about awful, man, let me talk about this week I had. So I didn't even really look at the scores. I'm going 1, 2. What's going on here? But we'll start. We'll get to the roundup at the end. But you guys are going to see a trend pretty quickly here. So T-Mac had Atlanta -2, below 223, and to win. So good calls. What was our boy Garland? Is that the one? Was not able to put it up.
Yeah. Nope.
Rondo with 0 points. Very nice.
Yeah. An unfortunate thing for this, not even though Capella got hurt. So I haven't checked to see if he has came back yet. But
really, now you call that unfortunate. Now, what I would like to, did you see that play?
Yes.
Okay, so now why are we calling it unfortunate? It's actually fortunate that he got hurt, and that I forget who he pulled down that fell on top of him, but he deserved that 100%. That was a dirty play.
Oh yeah, definitely. I had read that. I was like, unnecessary hard foul. And
that was
It was like Mobley big self fell on him. and of course Mobley's like, I just did the shot and everything, so of course I'm trying to catch myself too, I'm not the one.
He's just trying to land, while he's getting pulled from behind though.
Yeah. So I was just like, yeah, you brought this onto yourself. But I was like,
hardcore.
Trae Young's gonna be mad at you. But yeah, for this particular game, thankfully Trae was able to pull out a 38.
Yeah, he was on fire, man. It's unfair sometimes when they're able to run up the court and just do that.
Yeah, and Bog.
Yep, Bog came through.
Came through 19, but at least it was just a 6-point loss, and as long as Cleveland keeps everybody starting 5 trying to do double digits together collectively, that's how you only going to be able to win against this squad.
Yeah.
Possibly if Trae Young keeps up, getting 30
Hmm.
plus points, because as you see, only yeah, basically they're starting five versus. I mean, they're five double digits versus their five double digits. So
Yeah. Although Trey
you
Young
know,
is more like double digits with how many he put up. That's like,
oh yeah,
way above average. And then you got like
yeah,
Kevin
wait,
Love, who had some good games, but coming up with 3 points. Like, you need him and Rondo to actually do a little something more to bring that
yep,
home.
bring that veterans, but
Yeah.
prime is a reason why we call it prime.
So that was a good way to start off our double time, as you can say, our
Yes,
double Jeopardy.
yes,
And then you had another good. Wait, is this? Yeah, you. I'll call it this exactly. You had another good continuation by me having my hashtag IAS pick, thinking. Well, okay. Well, you know what? I don't blame myself. All right. You know why? Because had Paul George not gotten COVID the day before, I think this would have
yep,
gone exactly how I called it. So I honestly, I'm pretty upset with how it happened. The triple X. I had Clippers -4, so Clippers had to win by 5 or more. I had above 215.5. George was a 3-point shooter, and I had Clippers to win. So I'm. This is gonna be the rare time that I got a John. I have a genuine excuse. Had
right,
Paul George not gotten COVID,
yep,
uh, I think I would have been alright. So I'm
yeah.
really
Because when
upset with
I
how this happened, but yeah.
yeah, when I saw this, I was like, well, no, Paul George. So what happened? And I saw Kobe. I said, dang, that sucks.
Well, what did I even
But
say last time too when I picked it? I was like, man, Paul George is a killer. Like, I remember I was just going through the picks too, and I heard myself say that, and I was like, yeah, he is. It would have been really nice to have him. They lost by 4 points, man.
hmm but I when I with that being said, I was like, but I don't know if Marcus would have went off as he did. So
Yeah, but Paul
let's
George could have put up 35 though. So like, put Marcus down to like, you know, 12. You know,
yeah,
that's
because I
what
was just like, we'll get Paul this number and give Marcus 12, and
exactly or something, bruh. What was I gonna say? Like, what do you think the line would have been, just hypothetically speaking, if we knew George would have been out?
uh oh, if we knew for sure
Yeah,
instead
say
of
we
like
knew
being a
that
COVID vaccine,
beforehand. Like, how big
I
of a
think yeah,
swing am I trying to say this is? It was Clippers by 4. I think it could have gone to like New Orleans by like 1. I think this is like a 5 or 6 point swing having George be out.
yeah. No, it made the difference. Not
I'm so mad.
in
I'm so mad at that one, bro. Because that's the dumbest reason too, man. It's not like they just lost,
Mhm.
man.
no.
COVID.
COVID. I was like,
Ugh.
dang. I was like, yep. We already know like these are one of the teams where it's just like you're already missing one star or you only got one star, and if they out to an injury or something like this as like COVID, then that's gonna hurt your eyes. Like your other starting five plus some bench, but they better bring it.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram's
Cause
who brought it, man. He was
yep,
killing them,
killing.
killing them. So that was a tough game.
Yeah.
Whatever though. Um, I didn't have a good Friday. Let's put it that way. I watched some
Right.
basketball on Friday because I knew Doncic was out. Who'd they have? Brunson. He was killing it, but they just couldn't quite get a lead in this Utah Mavericks game.
Oh, okay. Brunson. Okay. I heard it wrong then. Yeah. The fact that yeah, like I was saying that he probably was not gonna play because yeah, this was game one, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah,
Yeah,
he was
we
likely
knew
not to
that.
play. Yeah, so it was just like yeah, once again, like I mentioned, if you when you missing your star, yeah, you better bring it, guys. Like and. Yeah, 6 points not that bad when you missing Luca, somebody who
Every
truly
week
can
we have
bring.
one of these, and had to have it. You got to have it this week with Utah. They, like you just said, 6. They were by 5, so that was the bare minimum that they could have had.
Yeah,
This was your
yeah.
first X
So
though. You had it by above 210, and like that's a pretty reasonable, over under. But like I guess looking at it, something about playoffs, like they're playing a little bit slower, but and then missing the star, yada yada. Utah to
hmm
win, so still a good call, still a very good call.
yeah, so
I'm trying to see. I remember the other Bajbog did pretty good. Donovan Mitchell was crushing him.
Yep. Uh,
Dinwiddie spent like I don't remember because I didn't really watch a lot of Dallas basketball, even though they were like what the fourth they were the fourth seed. Man, that's crazy.
mm,
But he was doing really good. He was picking up some of the slack. But yeah,
yeah. I
without
feel like is he? I think he was a Spurs player. Yeah, and he kind of was having like he was kind. I kind of see him like a Patty Mills kind of,
mm-hmm.
but maybe a little bit more consistent on the scoring part.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How's our thing working today? Oh, it's working. Well, at least for this game, the lead thing. You got that little tiny blip of Dallas leading, like right in the
yeah,
probably like the
yeah. You
second. Yeah,
see,
the second.
because I was just I was like, do you see blue? Because I was like, I don't see
Yeah,
blue,
it's a
but
little
I
smidgen.
saw it as soon as you said it, I was like, I see it now.
All right, so let's move on to we had Minnesota at Memphis. So this one was like a bit of a heartbreaker for me because I started off good and then I went real bad. I had Minnesota +7. I thought that was a lot of points. Then I had under 235 because I figured first game Ja coming back maybe not going to be too crazy, and then I had Minnesota to
Mm-hmm.
lose, which is just a very reasonable pick when they are a 7 point underdog and they won by 13.
13. Yeah, and yeah, this was one of those like Anthony was like, because I think they said this was his first game. Because then I was like, well, that would make sense. Because I was like, this is only year two, and I was like, yeah, I don't recall them making it to playoffs last year. So he went off. He was just like, yeah, let me give you drop y'all 36, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just unfortunate. Like Memphis was with them the whole three and a half
Yep.
quarters,
It was a really, really
and
good
it's just
game.
like, yeah, it was just like towards the end of the fourth, like halfway point, it was just like they start to run out of gas. It was
Yep.
just three, like yeah, how many threes? Because I think most of the 16 for 43, so, nah, 16 for 41. That's not too bad,
Yeah, Minnesota's
but
crazy, bro.
yeah, they just they kind of got away from them.
Malik Beasley, 23 points. Do you know who he
Yeah,
is?
16. Which one? Oh, no. This is Every time I see Beasley, I think about the other Beasley.
All right,
You
I'm
know,
thinking Cole Beasley or
BB.
something.
Yeah, Kobe.
So I'm seeing
Yeah,
Denver and Minnesota for his previous seasons. He was drafted in 2016, first round, 19th pick by the Nuggets. Cool.
yeah. So it might be a name to look out for.
Isn't Yeah, I was
Cause
gonna say like, or I think we've touched on this before, but the postseason's really cool because it gives us a chance to like. It's weird too. Like, so there's two things that I've noticed. Like the games are playing a little bit slower, a little bit maybe like I don't know how to word it. Like the refereeing is so like extreme. Like either they're calling everything or they're calling nothing. So I don't want to say it's like going one way or another, but the game just
mm,
being a little different. Plus, with how you get so used to everyone, you're gonna see people more. So we're gonna learn people a little bit better, a little quicker.
yeah,
Oh man. So that was a tough one. I'm happy Ja. If you told me Ja put up 32, man, and that they lost by 13, I'd just be shocked. So that's a little crazy.
yeah. Oh, the one other crazy thing I saw, I was like, yo. So I was like, I know Steven he ain't been scoring like that ever since OKC. Even on that team, but I was like, no way you played 24 minutes and had no
I just
points
don't
at
think
all.
like how much did he shoot? Like did he even
That
shoot the ball? 0 for 0, man.
no 0 for 0, and it's
And people
like
don't foul him, I guess. So I think there are
like
legit, simply defensive players in the league, and that's what he's there for rebounds. How many rebounds did he get? 3.
three.
Okay,
And
well
so I
that's
was like,
trash then.
yeah, because I was just like, it'd be different if you had no rebounds either.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like usually he would get his points off like trash buckets, just like
Mm-hmm.
off the rim, off the backboard. Like let me put it up,
Exactly. Yeah.
attempt like or like because kind of like ever since, especially since he's been here, like they kind of sometimes would implement him with the pick and roll. So I was like, I would imagine they did a couple maybe, but they just whoever was the person with the ball, they decided to roll it to him. So
Yeah.
I was just like, but yeah, I was just like, yeah, you definitely don't want to see that.
Well, until next time. Even though I actually have
Yep.
not checked a lot of the games between then and now, other than, well, we'll get to my team.
Yeah.
Next up, Toronto at Philadelphia. Another T Mac win. Yet Philadelphia was a 4.5 point favorite. Then yet above 216 and Philly to win. So you got another check, check, check
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
double IAS time.
And this one, if I'm not mistaken, like once Philly got the lead, it was a wrap. It was
I
just like it was
actually
just play
didn't
catch up.
watch this one at all. I was super busy over the weekend. I think this was like a Saturday game.
Yeah, it's yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I,
that
I only went out of my way to watch Boston.
right. But yeah, this one was just yeah, pretty much like once they had got a nice little 7 point lead and kind of was like going back and forth. Like they'll get it down to maybe like 5 or 3, but then they got it back up, and then like once they got back up by like halftime, I believe, like it was just a wrap. Like it was just play catch up, and as you see, lose by 20. So
Mm-hmm.
it didn't matter how much anybody on the other side put up. Oh yeah, and this Tyrese Max guy, like he was just on fire. Like you would have think that came from James or Joel, but like it
Jeez.
was just like James, as you see, 14 assists. James was just like, "Yo, here you go."
Yeah,
Like
if you're
hot
hot, you're
hand.
hot.
Like, here you go. You know. So James is like, "I'm happy." Like they both got a double double, Joel and him. So
Hmm.
it was like, "Yo,
I'm just
we
looking
like
too. Like
that,
I
bro."
still forget that like Toronto really doesn't have
Mm-mm.
a lot of names. Like how are they the fourth seed? They're the fourth seed, right? Yeah, fifth seed. Sorry.
It's the East.
I mean, the East ain't that bad, man. I think that Brooklyn's a little
It's
underrated too. Like I don't know how. I mean, not underrated, but like I don't know how. I think it's because of the whole Kyrie thing, like for the year
yeah,
in and
definitely
out.
that.
But
Yeah,
like
definitely that.
they were a much better team than like Atlanta's a 8 seed. So I think
Yeah.
that
Like Brooklyn's the only one that should be in the place of Philly probably.
no, I was
Or not
talking
even just Philly.
Toronto. I
I'm
think
saying yeah,
Philly
not
is
Philly.
fine. I
Yeah,
was saying
Toronto.
Toronto
Yeah, no,
is
no.
yeah,
Yeah, that's how much say Toronto.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so that'd be the only change really.
But yeah, I have they won? Did they play again? Have they won a game yet? Toronto in Philly?
Yeah, yeah, I believe so.
It's 1-1 the series.
Actually no, nope, it's 3-0. They just yeah.
3-0. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Yep.
So let's move on to we had okay, man. I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know what inside info you got, but Golden State 6.5 point favorite. What was it? Curry coming off the bench. Was that game? The first game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Curry's coming up
Above you
again.
had over on the 223.5, and Golden State to win. So I think that that's all pretty solid. I mean, I probably would have taken the points, so I probably would have messed up that. But very nice, very nice. How many? I didn't really look at the box on this. I just kind of saw the result. I actually
Can
put
you
this game on.
believe
I took a nap and then I woke up and I saw that they won by like 20, and I'm like, damn. That was all I
Could,
had.
could you could you believe I which I don't remember if I noticed when I first did my notes, but this if you really just took away Curry, like it would be a tie game. Like he literally scored 16.
That's
Like
funny.
Curry could really say like my 16 made the difference. Like had
Yeah.
I sat out one game, so
Mm-hmm. That's
uh
funny.
yeah.
Was this the
And
first
what's
game he
crazy?
came back?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
hmm If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Because
so.
that's what they did off the bench. Because
Yep.
otherwise, it'd be like nah, like. Which matter of fact, which we'll get into later to see the later games. Or matter of fact, I'll check right now. But Jordan Poole, who was a key factor,
Mm-hmm.
had been a key factor for like this game and the last game, but for sure, if not,
Yep.
haven't played three, he scored 30. So it was like,
Did
bro,
we know
like
about him before the postseason? Did you know about him?
I'm pretty sure I probably named him, but like I wasn't quite sure where to say how consistent he could have been because it's one of those where it's like you're surrounded by Clay and Steph, so it's just like we can't really see
Yeah, but he hasn't
like
been
are you
surrounded by stuff though. We've been picking against them for a bit, or picking like kind of considering them like meh.
yeah, and that's why I'm like I still felt like I was like kind of like on the fence, but so far I mean, he's showing like he could be maybe next in line, whenever they retire, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see if he could at least score 15 if he don't score 30 anymore because I think he once again like I said he scored 30. Let's see if he scored 30 in this one.
Averaging 18.5 for the season.
Yeah, oh, he basically scored 30, so he scored 27. So yeah, he's been like doing 25 and more. It's just like yeah,
Mm-hmm. Let's
they could
see.
definitely
In
use it.
Denver, pretty much everyone played except for Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, and
What's his
you know what I'm
thing?
saying, right? We said his yeah, I don't know. We got to see that because I was like Murray. I kept forgetting. I'm like, he's out for the season, right?
Lower back soreness. Hmm.
Out for Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, that
So
happened on 11/7 though. What? Really? Like he hasn't played basketball. I guess I'm just.
mm, they say 11-7 though.
I
Yeah,
guess that's accurate. That's what they're showing me.
mm,
Yeah, I don't know why
that
I could
might
have
be.
sworn that like I'd seen him in games lately.
Yeah, I felt like we did see him.
Oh man, there's just too many players in the league. I guess. Like if
Man,
that's like, because I mean, the stats are right there.
20
Like I can't
genius.
imagine that they just like had it up and then they edited it just to be like, oh man, they're gonna know. They're gonna go on the video and they're gonna talk about it.
Right,
You know, I need
right.
Bones Highland to be putting up more than 10 points, bro. This is more.
Definitely
This is
that.
more Bones Midland. I need some Bones Highland coming through. I mean, although he is averaging 10.1 points, so I don't know what I expect.
Yeah. What's the name? Yeah, Junior. He still was out for today's game. So yeah, that seemed like a serious thing. Or still, yeah, serious to a certain degree. But yeah, it's just like yeah, Jokic just wishing he had both of them, one of them at least back, and he's just trying to fight against a decent
Yep.
average. Oh, well, I'll say above average Golden State Warriors. They've had better, but
They're
there's
only
getting
going to get better now, like, as
yeah,
Curry gets more back in the groove.
exactly. So Jeff Green, you would love to see more than 7. That definitely could have softened the blow at least. I mean, that's a whole 16 points we got to talk about for
Yeah.
Steph, but yeah. So yeah, they got pieces that they can do. They just for sure got to do it on the defensive end, which is kind of hard since that's a three pointer heavy focus team. So
Yeah.
I feel like in this league it's much harder. Not much harder, but they do make it harder on you. Like I mentioned, like if I was a coach, I'd be like, you stay on this good person who's the good 3-pointer shot. Like I know you see them driving in, but don't go in for help. Like how are you gonna help from behind or like from the side? Like from the side is kind of like okay, but like I'd rather we get scored on for 2 instead of 3, because like that could be we either tied maybe or just only down by 1. I mean we could be tied instead of being down by 1, and
Mm-hmm.
that's all it takes. You just got to win by 1 since there's no half. So
Yep.
this is like, that's just my saucy. But I don't know. I'm ignorant, so I don't I don't quite remember how that should be played. But I just say it. Yeah. You clearly know got the scouting report on like they got a lot of good 3-pointer shooters. So like why would you leave them open? By any means.
All right. All right. So on to my favorite game of the week. Obviously, we
Yeah. Oh yeah.
had
I clicked on the wrong one.
just some
The
craziness in Boston, Brooklyn at Boston.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I needed this, man. Like, this was the first one that I saw, and I was like, all right, because I didn't know about the. I kind of forgot what the over under was that I chose. Like when I was watching it, I was like, man, I don't know if I got all 3 of them, but I had Brooklyn was plus 4.5, and then over the 224 Brooklyn to lose, and that got to be one of my better calls so far because I was not too confident
Mm-hmm.
in like I knew Boston could win. They won by 1, so that was well within the 4.5. And man, Kyrie just had a field day, and it was pretty. It's always frustrating getting
Mm-hmm.
that Kevin Durant mid-range jumper. Then Kyrie comes through. Seth Curry is destroying us. I didn't really check what his box numbers. I didn't really check a lot of these box numbers. He only had 9. I guess I'm thinking different
Yeah.
game.
It-
I'm thinking
yeah,
different game.
it's Goran Dragic kind of have a nice little 14 like how
Mm-hmm.
he used to be able to do on Phoenix. And then his Claxton got a nice,
Yeah, I just
13.
because I watched every second of the game, so when I do that, I kind of forget to check the box, honestly. But given the whole flow of the game, it was just I don't know how to word it. It's so up and down, up down, up
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
up
it was
down.
definitely nobody like literally like can somebody get bigger than like a probably 2 point 3 point lead like can we
Well,
really
Boston
start?
then was up by like I think 13 or 14, and then they
Oh yeah.
blew. Yeah, and then they blew
Oh,
that
okay.
lead. I want to say like, let me check somewhere in like the third. Okay, so like right now I'm looking at it was Boston was 84-69 Brooklyn at the third, 5:46 left in the third. Boston was up by 15. And then Brooklyn was up by like 5 to 7 points, not a full quarter later, going, halfway through the fourth. So that was so frustrating to see them lose that lead. But then to come back out on top in the very end was, whew.
Yeah. And with that last play, I was truly amazed by Jason. I felt like he had it in him. I wouldn't put him past him. Very good display of basketball IQ. He knew he clearly took after his one of his inspirations, Kobe Bryant. Look at that shot clock. It was like, I know what I must do. And I wonder, I was like, how could this happen? Like, it's kind of a scramble situation. Like, where did they go wrong? And where they went wrong was where the two people near it, Marcus Smart, they both double committed. And we all know once you double commit, that means somebody got to be open.
Right.
And so it just so happened that, Marcus was able to split the double, basically, and get in. And like I mentioned off cameras, my man's Jason was cutting. Like, it was just like a normal cut. And it's just like, boom, you're open. Kyrie's not really knowing what's going on behind him. So no fault to him. But, that's
how it was even sweeter that he did it to Kyrie, though. Right on him. Right on. Just standing there left like, what? Like, Uncle Drew, what? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, yep. So it was just like, even though, I'm no Boston fan, but I was like, I do admire a good play.
Yeah. The Marcus Smart not going for the jump shot, just, like you said, splitting the two defenders, taking that step forward. They both are like flying by, realizing, we just threw this game right here.
Just threw the game, basically.
Yeah.
So.
And then to take a couple steps back from that, just the way it all started, like at the other end of the floor, off of a defensive stop with 12 seconds left, no timeouts, they dribbled down and set that whole thing up. It was kind of like in the way that teams in football have like their 2-minute drill, that was their 12-second drill.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
that was really awesome.
Coach was definitely patting him on the back, like, I love you for today. I love you for today. I'm not gonna say forever, but I will love you. I love you today. Because I believe he's no J.R. Smith, and like you're a rockhead. Like sometimes he pisses me off, sometimes you don't. But he's definitely. I feel like he's had his bad days. What was that? No, Smart.
Oh, Smart. No, Smart's. He just got Defensive Player of the Year, bro. He's incredible.
I was like, that's great to see a guard getting Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. When's the last time you seen that? I don't think the article didn't said that.
I think they mentioned. I forget the player's name, but he's like a well-known player. But I forget. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I didn't really look further into it. I was just like, that's just nice to know. It was a guard. It's been 5 guards, I think, and I just didn't get to see what year it was.
I think it was only him and one other.
Was it?
Hold on, let me
check. Maybe, possibly. I just know it's been maybe it was 5 years. Maybe that's where it is. It's been a minute though. And I was just like, that's what's up. Because I was like, nothing against seeing forwards and centers get the award. But it was like, y'all know, like, Michael used to get the award.
I want to say Gary Payton. Smart became the first to win since 1996. Winner Gary Payton. They don't say. Oh, you're right. Prior to 96, only 4 other guards. I don't know why I thought they said why I thought I heard they were the only 2. I guess Michael Jordan. I never knew Jordan was a Defensive Player of the Year. That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, Alvin Robertson, Michael Cooper, and Sidney Moncrief. All right, cool.
Yeah. I was gonna mention that because I remember when I found out he had like a lot of steals, and I was like, ooh. Okay, I was like, and it was like, he eventually had won it. And I was like, I would hope he would, like, because you don't really see the average steals for guards be that high, or just for anybody really. You see it for guards, that's what you see it for, but like to be able to get acknowledged for that, like that's nice.
Yep.
Like, against the forwards and centers, who always have blocks and rebounds.
Right. Cool.
So that was one highlight.
In that game, there really wasn't too much else to mention. The players who you'd expect to go off kind of went off. Crazy game. The only other thing to touch on really is that the second game that they played, did you see that game too, or did you see any of that game?
No, no.
Oh
I
my
saw
god,
him.
bro, that was crazy because Boston was down by 17 points, 17 points, and they came back and won by like 6 or 7. So
Yeah. I think I did with that. That's just today. That wasn't today, right?
no, that
That was
was
the other day, right?
Wednesday. It was Wednesday night.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
your
yeah,
today's
and I was
still
just
not my today.
right, exactly, yeah. So yeah, so I was just like, yeah, it's like I was mentioning off camera, I was like, when you got these big leads, like
Mm-hmm.
10 is like kind of like, you don't want to start there, but when you start getting the 15s to the 20s, like it's like, are you really a pro team? Like,
Boston's just looking really like damn. I mean, they're putting up some resilience. So it's been impressive.
yeah.
It's been very inspiring. Like it's been. I mean, I lost this week between me and you, but I still felt really good about actually getting to watch some good basketball and watching some good green basketball.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, I mean, because clearly your team is the underdog. I wouldn't really put it by much, but I don't think anybody really had Boston. Not too many people had Boston winning the series.
I didn't even have Boston.
All right, so yeah,
All right. So final game we had was, and I
Chicago,
needed this.
Milwaukee.
I needed this too, bro. So yeah, Chicago at Milwaukee. So I had Chicago plus 10. That puts them over the edge. We had I had under 228. I can't add up what those two numbers are that quickly, but I can see neither are above 100. And then we had Chicago to lose. So I needed that. After that Clippers, after Paul George getting COVID, if Paul George didn't get COVID, bro, I would have lost by like maybe one or like 2 or 3. Instead, I lost
Yep.
by like 4 or 5, which this week ended up being like 8 to 10.
All
So
right.
crazy, yeah. So because overall this week you went, I doubled it. So you went 22-2, and I went 14-10. So you basically got an 8 point game lead, right? You got +8.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking right now. I got yeah, like only a what's that, 5? Only a 4.5 point game lead, man. Damn, like that. The only thing
After
that I
all is
can.
said and done, the overall now.
I'm sorry.
You saying the overall now when you add the new points?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I only got 4.5, and which is crazy because that's just I had like 16 at one point. So
Yeah,
that just
and
shows you
that's
what
like
this
we
double time
said.
can do.
Yep. That's
So
like we said.
I
When you're able
needed
to.
this one to go through with that triple, or else I was gonna maybe even lose the lead in just this one week of double time. But Chicago,
Yeah.
this is another game I didn't see any of though, unfortunately.
Yeah. This one. Brooke Lopez, my man's. Like they were doing it because I don't think he's a great free throw shooter, but they were doing a good job, like giving him like some hard fouls, kind of like trying not to let him shoot it. But my man's was acting like he was LeBron. He was pushing
Hmm.
through and following through, and just like he had to do some crazy throw up shots, and it just like hit the backboard and go in. And it was like, well, now we're taking an
Yep.
N one instead of a 2-3. And so it was just like he had a couple of those to make up his 18 points, and I'm just like, all right, like that had definitely helped Milwaukee
Hmm.
because otherwise he wouldn't been probably scoring 18.
Yeah.
Um, and then unfortunately, towards the end, thankfully, Chicago did have enough defense to still keep him in the end. But Zach Levine decided to play hero ball, and they had 30 seconds on the clock, 15 on the shot clock. And he's just like, he barely came down. They kind of said a little bit, like, DeMar was to his right, and kind of just like let him do his kind of thing.
Hmm.
And he kind of like did like a hezzy, and then like came back, stepped back, and was like shoot a three. And it was like, there's so much time left on the clock, and I have to see his 3 point percentage, but like you have a Nicola who's a
Yeah.
way better 3 pointer shooter, I know for sure. You know, so it's like, why are you shooting this three? Like, if you're gonna be shooting a three. So it was just kind of like it disgusted me
Hmm.
as me being a fan of my UCLA boy. I was just like,
Yeah.
no, don't.
Anytime they just like run up to the line and they have like 20 seconds left in the shot clock and they just hurl that three up, it's pretty tough.
It's just like, yeah, and it's like, yeah, just clawed your way back in this. So it's just
Hmm.
like, why would you do that? So yeah, that happened, and of course, like, not everybody's truly set. So I think like ball hit off somebody's hands, and Milwaukee ended up getting it. And it was just like, and then that's how they just start playing the foul game. And it was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, like You know, it's a what if, like, but it's like a what if you could have took a better shot. For sure, like, can't say you would have won the game, but if you could have
Mm-hmm.
set up a actual 3 point play, like a Golden State where you somebody rub off a screen, you know, like do something, you know. So
Right.
this is like, yeah, I kind of felt like that just shot shot the Bulls' chances of winning that game. But
So this was game one for them. This is not.
yeah, this
This
is
is the end. They already by Friday it was all done with the whole plan thing. Okay. Do you know how the rest of the series is going? Actually, I'm gonna check
let's
check the
see, it's
board real
1-1.
quick. Okay. So yeah, 1-1, crazy.
Yeah.
2-0, 3-0. Oof, crazy. 2-0. Two. Memphis won 2 games. That's
Yep.
bonkers. Golden State up
Mm-hmm.
3. Wait a minute. Dallas came back on Utah? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any of those games?
No, I had in the ones like for I think I kind of want to say I've seen some of the ones for yesterday, kind of, or at least seen the box score. Like, I mean, what like scores? Like I was just checking every now and then like that. I did know though that Devin got. I think I see the
I
sideline
heard
right
that.
here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the
But
sideline 2 to 3 weeks,
I
so
just want to check
that's
out
gonna
this
hurt
next
them.
Denver game to see like how did they lose? Like, is what's his name? Is Luca back? No.
No, no, no. You
Jalen
said
Brun.
You talking about the
Yeah, I'm just
Denver?
talking the next day. It was the. I forgot. Hold on, let me check the date real quick. It was on
We talking about
the.
Dallas or Denver?
It's, oh, sorry, I said Denver. I said
Yeah.
Denver looking at Utah. Honestly, it was the 21st. Dallas at Utah. I was trying to see how
Okay.
Dallas beat Utah, which is kind of crazy. Like, so the man Brunson went off for 31 this time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like
Maxi
people.
Kleber 17. Donovan Mitchell 32. Who didn't come in clutch for Utah? Rudy Gay was
Uh,
out, which is weird. Like they just didn't play him.
yeah. But that's actually pretty much it. Because yeah, Mike, Mitchell, Gobert, Bog, and Clarkson are the ones you expect to score, and they just got to play defense. You know, maybe they could possibly get a little bit more from Whiteside. I don't know if he's still trying to. They're still trying to work him into the rotation and see how he's fitting with the chemistry wise.
Mm-hmm.
D Wade was there at that game.
Interesting. And then they
Yeah,
won the next one too. That's bonkers. And then Memphis too. Oh, I'm sorry, not Memphis. Minnesota. I'm saying this is that didn't happen yet. That didn't happen yet. Okay.
yeah. But
Cool,
Memphis
man.
is yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy to see
Memphis is
that
up 2-1.
job.
Okay, okay, okay. That makes sense. Because Minnesota won one. That okay. Memphis should
Yeah,
be up 2-1. I was reading it kind of backwards because those are two very similar looking teams.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So then when does
Personally,
Phoenix and
I feel like, I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like Minnesota should win this series. I would love for Memphis for Ja to win it. I mean, either way, I could go either way. I like players on both teams, but
yep.
I feel like Minnesota is the more complete team. It's just, well, no, you both can actually say lack of experience on both sides. Really, playoffs.
No, that's great. Yeah, it's tough one.
It
So we
is.
got
That's one of the ones more coin flip for
Philly.
sure. I feel like.
They're not gonna let me click on this. Oh my god. Um. So how long is Booker out for? I was just trying to click on Phoenix.
It was saying 2 to 4. I mean 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So that's definitely
Yep.
like that might be against a New Orleans team. Like had it been like somebody else that's weaker, like had it been, I don't even know if they could have did against the Minnesota. Maybe like had it been against Denver
Yep.
or Dallas right now. They be looking a little bit better, but I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if Chris Paul can
We
bring
will
it, and
see.
he go back to his prime because don't let Brandon keep going off.
Yep. You want to jump into the 6 games we got this week?
Yep.
We got three
Mm,
for Friday, and then we got three for Saturday. Maybe we'll try to squeeze in a Discord pick or two. Although it's been busy life for
yeah.
both of us.
Both of us.
All right, so we said my pick first this week. Is that what it
Yep.
is? All
Yep.
right, well that is good because I already saw the first one that I want. Boston won both games already, so they're going to be going into Brooklyn and getting points. I think that I can handle this. I think let me take Boston getting plus 3.5. Let me go with. Let me go with.
Oop.
Let me go under 223. And I'm gonna. Let's see. It would make. I think Boston could win. I think Brooklyn could win. It's more likely that Brooklyn will win by the odds, but something's telling me Boston's gonna win. So give me Boston to win.
Okay. Okay.
I think they got him.
All right. I'm gonna take the team right above you. Game Philly. So
Okay.
Philly's gonna make this a 4-0 sweep, right? If I'm
Uh
not mistaken, right? Philly's gonna make this the 4-0 sweep. Get the brooms out. To Philly for the spread. Over. I believe it'll be over on 213.5 this time. Hopefully not by too much, but just over.
oh.
Yeah, Philly for the win.
All right. All right. Well, I kind of like that sentiment. I think that Miami's gonna put the pressure on Atlanta, keep it coming still. So let me get that Miami 1 point favorite. I will go
Right.
with. Hmm. I think if Trey's got a big game, this one of these games where they know they got to go off. So let's go over 221,
Mm-hmm.
Miami to win.
Okay. Okay. I respect the decision.
We got shooters on all fronts.
Yep. All right. Let's see. We got Milwaukee, Chicago. They still think Phoenix is the winner. Hmm. And then you know what? I'll go with it. I'll go with New Orleans is going to it's going to take it over Phoenix. So I'm gonna go with New Orleans to the spread. 216. Yeah, I think they do over 216. Interesting enough, it's a 216 no half point, huh? And then yeah, New Orleans for the win.
All right, all right. That's fair enough. That's kind of like my Boston pick. I guess of these two remaining, I'm more confident. I'm
Mm-hmm.
most confident in Milwaukee over Chicago, so I'll go with
Okay.
them. I'm not confident in that 223, so let me take that under,
All right.
and then let me take Milwaukee to win.
Okay. Okay. And then you thought your 223 was bad. My 233.
Ugh.
I'm definitely taking under for that. But the question is, who though? I want to go with Memphis. Minnesota might do it, but I'm gonna come on, John Company.
Mm-hmm.
So Memphis for the spread and under the 233.5, and Memphis for the win.
Memphis for the win, for sure, man. That's
Yeah.
what's up. All right, yeah. So we only got the 3-3. That's pretty good. That'll keep it close and competitive, one way or
Yeah.
another. Because you're only we did the math right. You're only what was it 4.5 games behind now. So we're getting down to the wire.
You're double time, baby.
Yep, cool, man. So let's see. I was just trying to think overall of all your picks if I wanted to add any to my board. Because now, if you folks have been
Mm-hmm.
watching, if you're in it for the free roll, you've got our picks, you've got my 3 picks, and I think I liked one of T. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna add the Oh man, I have like a little bit of faith that Toronto might fight back, but with who? With who? You know, that's the only thing that I thought of. So, I'll add your Toronto pick. You went above the 213, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go with that then. I'll add that one. So you guys got 4 picks. Any one of my picks plus T Mac's Philly pick are in the mix for the free roll.
Yep.
Cool,
Free
man.
money.
Yeah, exactly. Free money. Come get it. Cash App, PayPal,
Yep.
whatever. I don't care.
But,
Venmo. Those are your 3 options.
It's a lot of options. There's a lot of
Meet
options out
me
there.
meet me down at the park. I don't care. You know,
Right.
we all good. I'll give you $5
Yeah.
cash. But yeah, man, good stuff. It's cool that we got them only on the 2 days, so I'll try to watch. I usually like to watch basketball on Friday night. It's like been one of my weekly traditions. So I'll watch these and hopefully have a little more inside intel on the games that when we do this next time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's been fun series. You know, some unfortunate mishaps, and but,
Yeah, Paul George.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Bad for me. Made it interesting though. At least that's all good.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's good to see though. These lesser known players stepping up for the stars,
Right.
like Brunson and even though Curry is there, but a pool, you know, just in case
Exactly.
Curry wants to still take it slow. So,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's good to see that the NBA is looking like is going in the right direction as far as entertainment goes. Like people coming up. So
I've been enjoying it, you know, for what I've had the time to watch.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
and it is I mean, what this is basically, I would say, it's kind of like wild card weekend. You know, always like
Kinda,
that first
yeah.
round, like it's only going to be so many good games. You
So
know?
yeah, some of
so
these exactly because a lot of matchups are pretty one-sided, but that's all good.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's why what we do here makes it a little more interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
So as always, you know, share this with someone if you think they're gonna like it. If you think they're good at betting and they can get in that free roll, like, comment, all the good stuff. Make sure you're subbed.
Exactly. Yep. Make sure you sub if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm. Check out T Mac's channel. Check out his stream. Check out all the stuff's in the description.
Always in the description.
Cool, man. Any final thoughts for the day of episode 25?
Just hope you have a good day, night, time, whatever morning, whatever you're watching this. You know, as I always say, that's what I say. Yeah.
Cheers, man. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. This is guys.
Sweet.